Today is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024, and we parked at the Champney Falls trailhead on the Kink. We're going to do a loop today, going up Mount Chocorua. So we are taking the Bolles Trail, Bolles, 3.8 miles up. And then we're going to take the beeline and head up Chocorua. We're going to end up going down Champney Falls on the way out, but we're going to do a little loop going over to Middle Sister also. That is the plan. It's a nice clear day. I think the high temperatures are going to be mid-60s on the summit. It's around 50 right now. Oh, look at those mushrooms. That's pretty cool. And what else? It looked a little bit wildfire hazy to me as we were driving in. So we'll see how our views are. This trail, this is our first time on it. And we're not going to be completing it. It goes all the way through to the Brook trail parking area on the other side. So I think we're doing about 2/3 of it today. There is a logging camp site right before we get to Beeline Trail. And what else? Lots of water crossings. I think that's all I know about it, really. Not a lot of gain. So should be easy going, at least for the beginning. We're a little under 2 miles in right now. We've climbed up to the height of land, I believe, on the Bolles trail, hopefully. And now we're gonna head down gently. So the first 1.5 miles had 13 water crossings. They were all easy rock hops. And it had one bridge at the end. There's some snowmobile trails in here, so I think maybe that's like part of the trail system or a holdover. I don't know. When I mapped this yesterday, it told me there was only like 560 feet of gain on this first 3.8 miles. But I'm already over 1,000 feet of gain, so I don't know who to believe. But in any case, we should be heading down now. I just got my second mile. And it's been lovely. We're away from the water right now, but I think we're going to be coming back to it in a bit. Feels a little bit like fall. We're about 2.75 miles in now, walking along a dried out stream bed. It's kind of weird because the trail is easy to get lost right there. But as long as you walk down the stream bed, you'll pick it up. The woods are super open. So it would be easy to have gone over to the right. But this is the way. Just saw one hiker come from behind us who's heading out to Bolles. And we are gonna head up to Chocorua on Beeline. We should be, I have to look at my map, coming into an area where there was a logging camp. I half wonder if it's this, because it's so open on the other side. But in any case, we just came down. All of the gain that we climbed up, I think we just lost. But that's okay. It's a nice footbed on this trail. We are at the area where the logging camp was. So there's some skidder rails. There's a can. And what I think is really cool is this tree is eating this arrow sign. Look at that. The nail on there must be super strong, huh?
Yes.
You would think it would just pop off, not get engulfed. So our trail is going to continue this way. And in this area behind John somewhere is the remnants of, what was it called? Mudgets Camp?
Oh, I don't have it on here.
I know, it's in the, I think it's in the guidebook. M-U-D-G-E-T-T?
Yeah, Mudgets or something.
Something like that. Yeah. All right. And also, Paugus, I mean, if you look at maps, there's Paugus Mill, and there was a mill out here someplace, a sawmill, and when you take the Paugus side of Beeline, which we're not taking today, in the guidebook it says you'll pass the pile of sawdust from the sawmill. So I don't know how big this pile of sawdust is, but I'm very intrigued by it. If it's big enough to still be visible. I mean, I don't know when the sawmill closed, but doesn't it have to be like 100 years ago? I don't know. Hey, look, there's a sign that didn't get eaten. An arrow sign. So this must be an area. There's a skidder right there, leaning up on the tree. This must be an area where people go off a lot or explore. So they don't usually have arrows like that. I hear water. I believe I have a water crossing. So we had all those water crossings in the first 1.5 miles, and then I'm almost to 3 miles. We haven't really had anything since then. But there should be a couple water sources around here, and then we're going to be getting on Beeline, and there are 2 water sources heading up. So I'll probably fill up at the first one, just in case the second one is dry. And then there's really nothing until we're back to the car, basically. All right, another water crossing. We are at our junction now. So we came up from the Kank, 3.8 miles. Now we're going to take Beeline Trail to Brook Trail. It's 1.7 miles there, or 1.1 if you go the other way to Old Paugus Trail. And there's Paugus Brook right here. It's a good sized brook, but easy rock hopping to get across.
I think the trail's here. Even though
I know,
it's like a trail,
it does look like a
my
trail
map
there.
says right here is
Yeah.
like the intersection, which is weird. That's
Maybe this is like someone camps, a
campsite,
campsite. It looks like it just kind of dies right there. I thought it was a trail though.
well, it's at the sign, so
Yeah, it is at the
kinda
sign.
makes sense.
Okay, so we're gonna head up. What did it say? 1.7 to get to the junction.
1.6.
Well,
It's
the sign says 1.7.
This says 1.6.
And the fact that there are signs and blazes indicates that we're not in the wilderness. Okay, so, and then we junction with
Whatever this guy is.
Brook Trail. Liberty?
Brook.
Brook. Okay. That's the spicy part of Brook Trail, I think.
The part above us?
Yeah,
Cool.
I believe so. All right. Next stop, we'll have some views out, I think, on the Brook Trail. We're also going to water up on the way up. We're about, ooh, there's a spider web. I don't think it'll, there it is. We're about maybe 0.2 from the junction with Brook Trail. We just climbed up quite a steep area. And now we're in this lovely pine woods. Beautiful trail. This is the Beeline Trail. Once we junction with Brook, we're gonna have some ledges to climb, so that'll be fun. We just popped out right here on the Beeline Trail, and this is where Brook comes up, and it's one of the optional terrifying 25s, and I can't remember where I thought the scariest part was. I think it was down here, but there is still more climbing ahead of us. and ledges, but I think that the quote-unquote terrifying part was below this junction. I can't remember. All right. So that was not bad at all. There was a little bit of, I'd say down low was like very similar to what we had been walking through on the Bolles trail. Open hardwood. Had a little bit of climbing. The middle section probably had the bulk of the climbing. And the end was like really nice. Couple tenths with that pine forest. And now we're like, I think we're 0.5 from the summit or so. All right, we just scaled this ledge-like area. View out right there to Passaconaway. And John is standing up on a little bump out. I think there's another view further, a little further up, but a little hazy. A little bit. Still a beautiful day though, and not as hot as last time we were here, so that's good. And we're still gonna climb. I think up around the corner there's a better view out.
Taking one of these. Do you want one?
This is the summit area. We're gonna head over to Middle Sister next. We just had lunch. Mount Washington out here. Carter Notch right there. Kerrigan Notch. I'm trying to see on this. I cannot see anything. Man, I can't see it. My screen is way too small. Anyway, Kerrigan is a big lump someplace over here, and Carter Notch is very visible. To the left of it, to the right of it, looking over at Paugus and Passaconaway. It's kind of hazy, especially to the south. Look how hazy it is. Great. We are gonna head. So now I can see that. That's Kearsarge North right there. And the bald faces. I think they're behind out there. I can see them with the naked eye. The wind is picking up now. Okay. So we're gonna head down Champney Falls and then take the Middle Sister cutoff over to Middle Sister. That was hard on my knees. Where am I going from here? Okay. Oh, the wind has picked up. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so what a beautiful day. Next thing will be Middle Sister, I think. All right, we have been descending Champney Brook Trail, which I keep calling Champney Falls Trail, so I apologize for that. But now we're going to take Champney Falls cutoff, so that makes no sense to me at all. Whatever. And we're going to take that over to the Middle Sister Trail and up to Middle Sister. This is a new trail for John. I did it once in shoulder season in the spring. And what I remember about it was lots of side hilling in an unbroken area up here. Very soft snow. But Middle Sister has really cool view of Chocorua. So that will be pretty neat. I've been passing a bunch of people now that are coming up. We had 3 people on the summit at the same time as us, but most of them didn't stick around. So we had the summit to ourselves at lunchtime. But now there's a bunch who are all going to be up there around the same time. We are up on Middle Sister, so there was a fire tower. This is one of the places that held it down. There's Chocorua right there. And then on this side, there's another one of these places that held it down. And then there's the bottom of the remains. Pretty cool. And then they have whatever this is. I don't know what it is, a weather station or something. I have no idea. That is Middle Sister. Oh, there's another metal eyelet down there. Okay, the light isn't great, unfortunately, looking at Chocorua. Awesome. We are finishing up now the bottom of Champney Brook Trail. It's definitely the easiest way up and down Chocorua. The only scrambling really is at the summit cone of Chocorua. But other than that, it's pretty easy going. We did not go out and look at Champney Falls or Pitcher Falls today. We're going to save that for after some significant rain, or preferably in the winter, which I've been out there in the winter. It's pretty cool. So should be, I'm at 10.35. I think it's going to be around 10.5 miles. Though when I mapped it out before I came yesterday, it said 10 miles. So I'm not sure why I'm ahead, but it is what it is. It was a beautiful day. Not too tough. Some new sections of trail for us. And we're entering the FPA, which means we're a quarter mile from the parking lot.